What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Mello, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, October 12th, 2015, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Hopefully everyone had a fantastic weekend. Actor Shia LaBeouf was arrested in Austin, Texas, Friday night for alleged public intoxication. TMZ reported LaBeouf was picked up and brought to Travis County Jail after he was spotted by police acting oddly, running down a street and attempting to jaywalk. The 28-year-old actor is in town for the Austin City Limits Music Festival. He was previously arrested in June 2014 after causing a drunken disturbance at a performance of the Broadway musical Cabaret starring Alan Cumming. A judge says that the charge will be dropped if LaBeouf spent 3 months in treatment for substance abuse and demonstrates good behavior for 6 months after the incident, Variety said. LaBeouf is a former child star who went on to appear in the films Disturbia, Transformers, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers Dark of the Moon, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Wall Street Money Never Sleeps, Nymphomaniac, and Fury. Film star Jim Carrey served as a pallbearer at Katharina White's funeral Saturday in Dublin, Ireland. The 30-year-old makeup artist was Carrey's on-off girlfriend for the past 3 years. She died in Los Angeles of a suspected intentional drug overdose on September 28. Hundreds of mourners turned out for her funeral in her hometown of Capel White in Tipperary, People magazine reported. A close family friend told the publication the actor appeared, quote, terribly upset at the service. An unnamed source said it was nice that he carried her coffin. Katharina's sisters and family seemed very glad to have him there. British socialite Piper Middleton has ended her 3-year romance with Swiss banker Nico Jackson. Sources told Us Weekly it was mostly due to geographical issues. They were rarely together since his move to Switzerland, and it just caused too much strain on their relationship. They're still in love and respect each other. Middleton, 32, and Jackson, 37, were rumored to be making wedding plans, but have not been spotted in public together since last month. Middleton is the sister of British Prince William's wife, Kate. The Harry Potter books are now set to receive a few digital upgrades as the best-selling series becomes available through Apple's iBooks. The tech giant has signed an exclusive deal with author J.K. Rowling to sell digitally enhanced versions of the books outside Rowling's Harry Potter website, Pottermore. Rowling said in an official press release, "I'm thrilled to see the Harry Potter books so beautifully realized on iBooks for the digital world. The artwork and animation in these enhanced editions brings the stories alive in a delightful new way. These new ebooks will include annotated notes from Rowling herself, fun factoids, and a collection of interactive illustrations and animations." Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, says Harry Potter fans are going to love how their favorite stories come to life. J.K. Rowling's legendary series is perfect for enjoying on your iPad or iPhone, and we're thrilled to offer them exclusively on the iBooks store. The books will be available for $9.99 and can be pre-ordered now through Apple's iTunes stores. Rowling last made headlines back in September when the author penned the Potter family history in a new Pottermore website entry. The stars and filmmakers of Pan says changing the setting of J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan story from the early 1900s to World War II helped them reinvent the classic tale and make it their own. With a screenplay by Jason Fuchs, the film is a prequel of sorts that finds young Peter, played by newcomer Levi Miller, eager to leave the London orphanage where he was raised when he is snatched up in the middle of the night and transported to the fantastical world of Neverland. There he meets good guy adventurer James Hook, played by Garrett Hedlund, the evil pirate Blackbeard, played by Hugh Jackman, and Rooney Mara's warrior princess Tiger Lily. As how changing the time period opened up the story and allowed the actors and creative team behind the scenes to make well-known characters their own right, on their own, Wright told the United Press International at a recent New York press conference, the time period of Neverland is kind of non-specific, really. I like the idea that Neverland was a place where all times collided, all periods collided, so that we could have Elizabethan costumes and the 1930s costumes and the Ramones, he said, referring to how songs by the punk band, as well as the grunge group Nirvana, are sung by Blackbeard and his Pirates. Jason can talk more about the setting at the beginning of the movie in London in the Second World War. I wanted it to feel like Peter was really escaping from something, so if we set it in the original setting of the Barry book, we're talking about just the turn of the 20th century. So I thought, well, if we do it World War II, that's going to heighten the sense of desperation of a kid who just wants to imagine a very different world, Fuchs added. And the second reason was that I really wanted to see pirate ships fighting Spitfire planes. Selfishly, I thought that it would be a cool sequence, and in Joe's hands, it was pretty spectacular. So those were, honestly, the two main motives. He also added by saying, when I first met with Joe, because obviously you're reading the origin story of Hook, and it's not necessarily the Hook that everybody knows and loves. And even in this version, Peter and Hook are allies, so it's an interesting take. Heedlum chimed in by saying, I was quite curious, and I met with Joe to see how he saw Hook, and he said, I sort of see him as a character out of an early John Ford film, where if he wasn't on Neverland, he'd be happy sort of on a horse in the prairie. He was doing a new spin on Blackbeard and Tiger Lily as well, and I just thought it was super interesting, and we had so much fun with it. Hugh Jackman noted there was a freedom to play and not get bogged down. Particularly for me, there was one line in the original book saying that Hook learned his trade as the boatswain from Blackbeard, which I presume Jason took and ran with. So I'm the one actor here who plays a character in terms of this beloved story who is fresh to it. But in terms of the time period, that's it. Neverland is an 11-year-old's imagination, so anything is possible. Pressed to address the controversy surrounding Mara's casting as Tiger Lily, Wright told the assembled journalists, when I first started considering Neverland as a world, before I started thinking about Tiger Lily's casting, I thought about the community that she is part of, and I didn't want to make them one specific nationality. The director continued, our idea of Tiger Lily being Native American actually comes from the Disney cartoon, not from Barry's original source material. Barry's kind of non-specific about Tiger Lily and her community's race, and so I decided that I make the tribe natives of planet Earth and the indigenous people of the globe. And that felt like a kind of opportunity then to really have all these people come together to fight Blackbeard, who is almost like a kind of colonial villain who wants to overtake their land, and so that was very exciting. Then when I got to Tiger Lily's casting, I thought, well, I can cast her from anywhere. So I've had a lovely time meeting actresses from India and China and Japan and Africa, and African American and Native American and First National Australian and so forth. But Tiger Lily is described as being a warrior princess, and there is something quite regal about Rooney, and there is something a little bit scary too. She's quite badass. You don't want to mess with her, and so therefore she was the greatest actress who had the qualities described in the screenplay, and that's why I cast her. I think people's concerns, which I fully understand about the casting of a Caucasian actress in the role, are justified until they see the movie, and when people see the movie, they kind of understand what I'm trying to do. Hail Caesar released the first trailer of the movie starring Josh Brolin on Friday. The 47-year-old actor portrays a fictionalized version of Eddie Mannix, a film executive and producer who works as a fixer in the golden age of Hollywood. The preview sees the character enlist assortments of personalities to retrieve the kidnapped movie star Baird Whitlock, played by George Clooney. Scarlett Johansson co-stars as an actress who unexpectedly becomes pregnant, with Channing Tatum as a Gene Kelly-type star, Ralph Fiennes as film director Lawrence Lawrence, and Tilda Swinton as gossip columnist Hedda Hopper. Jonah Hill and Frances McDermott also have roles. Hail Caesar is directed by the Coen brothers, Joel and Ethan Coen, and opens in theaters February 5th, 2016. The was last released inside Llewyn Davis in 2013 and served as executive producers on FX's series Fargo, which is inspired by their 1996 movie of the same name. Warner Bros. Interactive hosted a LEGO Marvel New York Comic-Con panel Friday to showcase their latest project, LEGO Marvel's Avengers. A new trailer revealed the scoop of the LEGO's infused game that will include characters and content from across 6 Marvel films, including Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron, Iron Man 3, and Captain America the Winter Soldier. Players will be able to relive key moments from Marvel's cinematic universe, such as defending New York from Loki's Chikura army or taking on the Hulk using Iron Man's towering Hulkbuster armor. The playable roster will include heroes and villains alike that span Marvel's catalog, including Agent Carter and Agent Coulson from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s television series. When 2 characters team up, powerful moves can be unleashed like Quicksilver throwing Captain America around to strike several enemies at once. Warner Bros. Interactive is coming off the relaunch of LEGO's Dimensions, which brings together 14 different franchises, including DC Comics, The Lord of the Rings, Jurassic World, and Back to the Future, just to name a few. Developed by Traveler's Tale, LEGO's movie Avengers will be released on January 26, 2016. It will be available for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, Wii U, Nintendo 3DS, and Windows PC. John Goodman looked almost unrecognizable at the London screening of Trumbo, a biographical drama starring himself, Helen Mirren, and Bryan Cranston. This is not the first time that Goodman has been public about his weight loss struggles, saying that his heaviest was 400 pounds. Back in 2010, the Roseanne star lost over 100 pounds. At the time, he told People magazine that he, quote, wanted to life better. The actor quit drinking and worked out 6 days a week. This time around, the Golden Globe winner says he's not doing anything out of the ordinary. His rep told ABC News that Goodman is sticking to basic exercise and diet routines. Though the actor is embracing his new physique, he says his weight loss journey is far from over. He said to David Letterman in 2010, "I get off of Roseanne every spring. I lose 60 pounds every spring. Then I got too fond of the berry corn. I gain it back and then some every year. It's going to be an ongoing process for the rest of my life." Batman Returns alum Paul Reubens will reprise his role as Penguin's father in Season 2 of the Batman's origin series Gotham. The casting announcement was made by current Penguin portrayer Robin Lord Taylor at a panel discussion at New York Comic-Con Sunday. Taylor said, "So we are all familiar with Oswald's mother, the fabulous Carol Kane. We don't know a lot about his father. We just found out that I do have a father, and he will be showing up very soon. He will be played by none other than Paul Reubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman. He's playing my dad. What the hell?" 1992's Batman Returns was directed by Tim Burton. The blockbuster starred Michael Keaton as the titular crime fighter and Danny DeVito as his nemesis Penguin. CBS says it is ordered 13 episodes of American Gothic, a new 1-hour murder mystery set in Boston. No casting has been announced yet. The show from Steven Spielberg's Ambient Television and CBS Television Studios is slated for broadcast next summer. Corinne Brinkenhoff is writing the project and serving as an executive producer. The small screen drama will be about a prominent Boston family that is attempting to redefine itself in the wake of a chilling discovery that links their recent deceased patriarch to a string of murders spanning decades amid the mounting suspicion that one of them may have been his accomplice. A synopsis said, "With American Gothic, Corinne Brinkenhoff has created the perfect CBS summer mystery, filled with suspense, intrigue, and an explosive ending that will leave you breathless," Glenn Geller, president of CBS Entertainment, said in a statement. "It feels like a compelling summer novel that we can deliver to our viewers in 13 one-hour chapters." The show will be joining the network's summer lineup of Zoo, Big Brother, and Braindead. Former Firefly co-star Nathan Fillion, Jewel Slaty, and Gina Torres say they will jump at the chance to revive their beloved futuristic space western for a second season. Created by Josh Whedon, the show ran for 11 episodes in 2002 and was capped by the big screen finale of Serenity in 2005. The franchise has since developed a cult following, as demonstrated by thousands of people who turned out for a New York Comic-Con panel Saturday to see the former cast members share their favorite memories and answer questions about the series. Given the recent trend of breathing new life into past properties such as Arrested Development, Ash vs. Evil Dead, Heroes Reborn, Fuller House, Girl Meets World, and Community, Fillion, Slate, and Torres were asked about a hypothetical revival of their Gone Too Soon series. Pressed by an audience member to divulge if they would want to star in the second season, should one miraculously be greenlit, or if they would just make guest appearances on it, Fillion quickly replied, "Full-time, yes." Slady noted, "Yeah, other people, they would have new people who were there full time." And Torres agreed as the crowd cheered, and nobody wants that. The trio later joked that they might get together at Fillion's house sometime and read aloud the comic books that continue the Firefly franchise. Limitless executive producer Bradley Cooper is reprising his guest role as Senator Edward Mora on the show's October 27th episode. The news was announced Friday by another executive producer, Craig Sweeney, at the series' New York Comic-Con panel. Cooper appeared in the sci-fi drama's premiere as the politician who provides Jake McDermott's Brian Finch character with a temporary inclination from the severe side effects of the brain-enhanced drug NZT, and hinted he had future plans for Brian in a press release. In the upcoming episode, as Brian's physical and mental health begins to deteriorate again, Mora demands a high price in exchange for another inoculation. Cooper originated the character of Edward Eddie Mora in the 2011 movie version of Limitless. In the film, Mora was a struggling writer who unblocks his brain's full potential when he takes NZT. A&E Network says it will air the 6-episode 19th century set crime drama The Frankenstein Chronicles in the United States. Produced by Rainmark Films and distributed by Endemol Shine International, the hour-long mystery series stars Sean Bean. Benjamin Ross created and directed the reimagining of the classic horror tale. Elaine Fontaine-Bryant, A&E's Executive Vice President of Programming, said in a statement, Frankenstein Chronicles unique merges classic elements from both the crime and horror genres, which pairs perfectly with A&E's growing scripted slate. We're excited to be partnering with Endemol Shine to bring this intriguing and sophisticated series to American audiences. The show first aired on ITV in the United Kingdom this year. The synopsis reads, London, 1827, after a successful operation of the Thames River Police to apprehend a gang of opium smugglers, a child's corpse is discovered. Inspector John Marlaud is horrified to discover that it's not actually a child, but a grotesque assembly of human body parts. Bean, 56, is best known for his works in the films Golden Eye, Patriot Games, National Treasure, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. On the small screen, he starred in Game of Thrones and Legends. Halle Berry has confirmed her science fiction series Extant will now return for a third season on CBS. The 49-year-old Oscar winner said in a statement, I am so proud of what we have accomplished on Extant. This season seemed such a natural place to end Molly's journey that I, along with CBS, felt it best served the story to leave it there. I've loved this experience working with such a talented cast and creative team. It was my first foray into episodic television, and I'm excited to continue my relationship with CBS, producing more compelling stories through my 606 Films production banner. TV Guide reported CBS is developing a drama series called Legalese, which would star Barry as a Chicago lawyer who files a case in New Orleans. Kevin James won hearts with his character Dove Heffernan in the popular CBS comedy King of Queens. The sitcom that ran from 1998 to 2007 solidified James's acting career and even launched his success on the big screen. 8 years later, the funny man is ready to resurrect his television career. Deadline reports James is set to produce and star in a sitcom that will air on CBS, the same network that aired King of Queens. He will also be working with some of the same people who ran the show. The site mentioned he will co-write with former King of Queens executive producer and frequent collaborator Rock Rubin and with sitcom veteran Bruce Helford, who will serve as a showrunner. On the show, James will play a retired police officer who looks forward to the opportunity to finally spend quality time with his family. But the author soon realizes his experiences on the police force was nothing compared to life at home. CBS Entertainment President Glenn Geller is ecstatic about the upcoming project. Geller said, we're beyond thrilled to be back in business with Kevin James. He's an incredibly talented star on every screen and every stage who appeals to a broader audience. We can't wait to start working with Kevin and the amazing comedy talents of Bruce Helford and Rock Rubin on this exciting new project. The untitled 13-episode series is set for a 2016-2017 premiere as in collaborations with Sony Picture TV and James' production company, Hey Eddie. According to the Hollywood Reporter, Mall Cop 2 star considered many offers as he mused over returning to TV. He previously had a 2-year contract with Lionsgate Television, which included him starring in one of the company's 1090 comedies, where a straight-to-series order of 10 episodes is followed by a 90-episode order, but James eventually dropped out. Singer Bruno Mars has signed on to produce a new family comedy for NBC. The music star will be teaming up with Empire executive producer Brian Grazer on the project, Entertainment Weekly reported. The network has also brought Brooklyn Nine-Nine writer Prentice Penny to pen the pilot. The new series will feature an energetic musical family living in the Bronx who decide to take in a 10-year-old relative. Mars music will be used on the show. Recently, ABC Family, set to be renamed Freeform in January, also made a production deal with a music star, tapping Nicki Minaj to executive produce a show based on her life. Mars, the Uptown Funk singer, has also been invited back to perform during the halftime show at Super Bowl 50. Rapper Scarface was arrested in Atlanta this weekend shortly after accepting the I Am Hip Hop Icon Prize at the BET Hip Hop Awards ceremony. TMZ reported the recording artist was taken into custody Friday night on an outstanding warrant for unpaid child support and transported to the Fulton County Jail. The 44-year-old musician, whose real name is Brad Terrence Jordan, was still there as of Sunday morning, the Entertainment News website said. The Backstreet Boys and the Spice Girls may unite for the Ultimate 90s Tour. Backstreet Boys singer A.J. McLean confirmed the band in talks with the British girl group in an interview with Rolling Stone published this week. He revealed the Spice Girls tour has been this idea bouncing around from the past year and a half, and it's something we're still talking about. Rumors of a joint tour began early last year, but the Backstreet Boys rep shut down such reports in March 2014. For now, the boy band will focus on their forthcoming record and their Backstreet Boys Cruise Tour, which kicks off May 10th, 2016. McLean says we're going back into the studio on the 12th to dust off the cobwebs. Working with the new producer Jay Cash, who wrote Sugar for Maroon 5. This is just the beginning phase, but we are hoping to have the album done before our cruise in May. The Spice Girls are rumored to be reuniting anyways for a 20th anniversary tour, a bet possibility, without Victoria Beckham, Melanie Brown, aka Mel B, addressing the speculation in an interview on the Meredith Vieira show in September. She said, "There's nothing to really spill because nothing has been announced and nothing is official. Yes, we are in talks because it's our 20th anniversary and I want something to happen. I've been saying it for 5 years. We are reuniting, aren't we?" The Backstreet Boys released their 8th studio album In a World Like This in July 2013 and completed their accompanying world tour in June. The Spice Girls last debuted Forever in November 2000 and reunited for their return of the Spice Girls tour in 2007. Justin Bieber is threatening to sue the New York-based newspaper that published unauthorized photos of him in the nude. According to reports, the What Do You Mean singer's attorneys have sent a cease and desist letter to the New York Daily News demanding the outlet to take down 20 photos snapped by paparazzi of the singer vacationing in Bora Bora. Uncensored versions of the photos, which were originally censored by the news site, have also been leaked online. The letter was sent shortly after the photos were published online Wednesday afternoon, the Hollywood Reporter revealed. It reportedly demanded the site comply within 12 hours of receipt, threatening legal action. As of the article's publication, however, and far beyond 12 hours since the letter was sent, the Bieber photos are still live on the Daily News site. In the photo, 21-year-old Bieber is seen stripping down to skinny dip in the private pool while his rumored girlfriend, Jane Pierce, relaxed in a robe. The pair arrived on the French-Polynesian Isle over the weekend. The singer posted several clothed photos himself on Instagram, including a video of him playing guitar with his feet in a pool of water. The leak raised concerns about privacy once more after last year's celebrity nude photo hack, which affected actresses Jennifer Lawrence and Jennifer Gardner. Fans have taken to social media to rally in support of Bieber's privacy. This isn't the first time fans have caught a glimpse of the pop star's Sane's clothing. Over the summer, Bieber bared his backside in a since-deleted Instagram photo alongside the caption, "Look." Taylor Swift has reached an unprecedented social media milestone by gaining 50 million Instagram followers. Swift, already surpassing the follower counts of fellow celebrities recently making Instagram's top 5 list, marked the occasion with the post thanking fans. She joked alongside with a screenshot of her profile on Thursday, "I'm pretty sure this is just because I have cute cats though." The 25-year-old pop star earned the crown as reigning queen of Instagram last month, taking the top spot from under reality star Kim Kardashian, but is the first to reach 50 million followers. With Kardashian now second on Instagram's list of top 5 most popular accounts with 48.4 million followers. The other major players of the social media app include Beyonce, 47.5 million, Selena Gomez, 46.3 million, and Ariana Grande with 44.9 million. Swift's count also far surpasses pop contemporary Justin Bieber, who is close to reaching 41 million followers. In a related story, Swift may take a well-deserved rest after her 1989 world tour. She said in an interview with ME magazine's latest issue, Swift released her album of the same name in October 2014 and will bring her accompanying 7-month tour to a close December 12th in Melbourne, Australia. She told the publication, I think I should take some time off afterwards. I think people might need a break from me. I'm going to. I don't know. Hanging out with friends, writing new music, maybe not writing new music, I don't know. In addition to her hectic schedule, the busy pop star admitted her life in the spotlight can also wear her down. Swift, who surpassed 50 million followers on Instagram this week, and her every word and move are subject to public eye. She says, I'm in the news every single day for multiple different reasons, and it can feel at times, if you let your anxiety get the better of you, like everybody's waiting for you to really mess up, and then you'll be done. A lot of the times I need to call my mom and talk for a really long time just to remind myself of all the things that are great and all the things that matter. If you do something that defines your character to be not what the public thought you were, that's the big risk. Swift started recording music at the age of 14 and released her debut album, Taylor Swift at 16 in 2006. The singer is well known for such hits as Love Story, I Knew You Were Trouble, and Bad Blood, as well as her high-profile friendships with Karlie Kloss and Selena Gomez. Wiz Khalifa's smash hit See You Again has hit triple platinum status, Atlantic Records has recorded. The song featuring Charlie Puth that was featured on the Furious 7 soundtrack and was dedicated to the late Paul Walker has reached a milestone after topping Billboard's Hot 100 list for 12 weeks. The track is now tied with Eminem's Lose Yourself as the longest running rap single to stay atop of the charts. On Thursday, See You Again became the first rap song to hit 1 billion YouTube views just 6 months after it was posted on the video sharing website. The chart topper is also the fastest video on YouTube in 2015 to reach that many views. The accompanying video features Khalifa and Puth performing the song mixed in with retrospective footage spanning the Fast and Furious saga. Matt Damon's space drama The Martian is the #1 movie in the North American box office for the second weekend, earning an additional $37 million at the box office when track announced Sunday. Coming in at #2 is Hotel Transylvania #2 with $20.3 million, followed by Pan at #3 with $15.5 million. The Intern was #4 with $8.7 million, and Sicario at #5 with $7.4 million. Rounding out the top tier are Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials at #6 with $5.3 million, The Walk at #7 with $3.7 million, Black Mass at #8 with $3.1 million, Everest at #9 with $3 million, and rounding out the top 10 on the weekend's box office was The Visit at #10 with $2.4 million. And now let's look back at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this day in 1997, singer-songwriter John Denver dies in an aircraft accident. To those who bought records like Rocky Mountain High, Take Me Home, Country Roads by the millions in the 70s, John Denver was much more than just a great songwriter and performer. With his oversized glasses, bow haircut, and down vest, he was an unlikely fashion icon, and with his vocal environmentalism, he was the living embodiment of an outdoorsy lifestyle that many 20-something baby boomers would adopt as their own during the Me decade. There never was, and there will probably never will be, a star quite like John Denver, who died on this date in 1997 when his experimental amateur aircraft crashed into Monterey Bay on the California coast. By the 90s, Denver was still a popular touring musician, though he was no longer recording new material with significant commercial success. Over the course of his career, he had become an accomplished private pilot with more than 2,700 hours of various single and multi-engine aircraft, with both an instrument and a Learjet rating. On October 12, 1997, however, he was flying an aircraft with which he was relatively unfamiliar and with which he had previously experienced control problems, according to a later investigation by the National Transportation Safety Board. At approximately 5:30 p.m. local time, after a smooth takeoff from the Pacific Grove airfield and under ideal flying conditions, Denver apparently lost control of his long, easy aircraft several hundred feet over Monterey Bay, leading to the fatal crash. A movie star and a political activist as well as a musician, John Denver was one of the biggest stars of his generation and is credited by the Recording Industry Association of America with selling more than 32 million albums in the United States alone. And that's your entertainment report for Monday, October 12th, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Bray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.